Now looking at problems 3 and 4, 3 and 4 are a little bit different. In the first one we had to write equations. Now we need to graph an equation. So my first equation here is y equals -3. So that line is going to be every single ordered pair, and our ordered pair is an x and a y coordinate, every single ordered pair where that y value is equal to -3. So I can go ahead and think, let's think of some that are -3 for the y value. I could say, all right, my first value is x equals 1. My second value is -3. So 1, -3. I could do another one at 3, -3. I could do another one at -3, -3. Any points I want, as long as this last number here is -3, means that I've got y equal to -3. So let's go ahead and plot those points. My first one was 1 and -3. My next one that I did was 3, -3. I did -3, -3. And now I'm seeing that these are starting to form a pattern. And in math, we're really looking for patterns all the time. And I can see that every single one of these coordinates is going to be on this line right here. And that line is on the y-axis where it goes through -3. So we've plotted our line here, y equals -3, and it says we're going to label that with line A. So I'm going to go ahead and label that with an A right there, so that way I know that this is line A. And now we're going to go ahead and move on to our next one. And on our next one, we need to graph the equation x equals 4, and we're going to label that as line B. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did with my first one, except this time I'm going to make my x value equal 4. So my ordered pair is made of an x and a y, and that x value has to be 4. So I'm going to start out 4, 1. We'll say 4, 1 is a coordinate point where x is equal to 4. We could do 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, and we could keep going on and on as far as we can do this on the graph. Now let's go ahead and plot those points. If I graph those points on here, I'm going to start at my origin, go over to x equals 4, and go up to 1. That's my first point. And I graph my second point at 4, 2. My third point is 4, 3. And then I can do 4, 4 would be right there. And now just like how my first line was starting to form a straight line, this one's also starting to form a straight line. So as this forms a straight line, we're going to start to see that this line goes through the x-axis where x equals 4. So because our line was x equals 4, we're going to find where the x value equals 4, and we're just going to have a vertical line through that. So now that we've graphed that line, we're going to label it. It says that we're going to label it as line B. So just like line A was labeled with line A, we're going to label line B with line B. There we go. Now we're finished up. Now we can go on and work on some of these on our own.